Heatmaps visualize on-page interactions and behaviors, allowing you to instantly see where visitors are clicking, hovering, touching and scrolling across your web pages. You're able to dive straight into corresponding session replays from any point of a heat map to instantly investigate any quirks or interesting behaviors. In order to access Heatmaps, you'll first need Decibel's Heatmap extension installed, ideally in Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox. Then go to the main navigation bar at the left of the screen and choose the Heatmaps icon. The last viewed heatmap will load, or if no heatmaps have previously been viewed, then a .heatmap showing data for the last 3 days will display. All of Decibel's heatmaps are live, meaning they show the website as it currently is, whilst also allowing visitors to navigate the website from within Decibel. So just like you would on a live website, you can click links to go to different pages, and the heatmap updates accordingly to the page that you're viewing. You can also view previous versions of the page using the various background options available. By setting a date range, you can choose to view a background from a random session within that date range, or a specific session if you add the session ID first. You can also view backgrounds by having the page open in a separate tab and using this. You can change the type of heatmap that you want to view by clicking the Heatmap Type button, followed by the heatmap of your choice, and then clicking Generate Heatmap. The heatmap will begin to load, and this will be displayed to the user in a progress bar. The segment menu allows you to set date ranges for a given time period that you wish the heatmaps to reflect, and by default looks across the last 3 days of data captured. You can also filter your heatmaps by segments here, including Adobe and Google Analytics segments, as well as by device type such as mobile, desktop or tablet. Statistics show aggregated top-line statistical data for the filtered heatmaps below. These will update as you apply any other criteria from the heatmap type or segment menus. Export lets you export your heatmaps in various formats such as a screenshot PNG file, CSV or JSON files. Subscription lets you subscribe to a heatmap to receive an updated version, either daily, weekly or monthly. Comparison mode can be enabled at any time by simply clicking the comparison mode icon at the top right hand corner. You can load and compare any two heatmaps side by side for the same page and device type. You can compare how visitor behavior changes based on the parameters that you set. Simply click on a heatmap, which will then be highlighted by a blue rectangle, and then update the heatmap type, date range, or apply any other segmentation or filters to this. Open Heatmaps in a new window using the arrow icon at the top right hand corner. You can also navigate by using the heatmap URL bar. Simply type in the full URL of the page that you wish to view and click Go. The Decibel tracking script must be added beforehand to any pages that you wish to track in order to view them in heatmaps. The heatmap URL bar also suggests pages as you type. Choose which protocol to view the page under, HTTP or HTTPS. Select to include a query or fragment in a URL to show just the data for the selected queries and fragments by selecting the query question mark icon or the fragment hash icon. These will become blue when selected, and you will need to click Go in order to update the heatmap. For further information, please visit knowledgebase.decibelinsight.com.